I once met a family in Ohio, a family whose story could have belonged to any of us. They were ordinary people with an extraordinary dream, holding on to hope in the form of spare change. For 5 long years, they dropped coins into a giant glass jar, each clink a tiny promise to themselves and their children that adventure was possible, even if it took time. Their dream was simple: take their kids to see the ocean for the very first time, to let them feel the sand between their toes and the salt in the air. They imagined the magic of a Hawaiian luau, the music, the laughter, the colors of sunset painting memories that would last a lifetime. Or maybe, just once, to stand in awe beneath the neon lights of Las Vegas, a place that seemed to glow with possibility. That jar wasn't just about money, it was about hope, about the belief that shared experiences could bring a family closer together, that adventure was worth waiting for. For generations, this has been the American travel story. Families saving, planning, and dreaming of the day they'd set out together to explore the world beyond their front door. But in 2025, something shifted. The world seemed to slow down, and the rhythm of travel that once pulsed through our lives faded into uncertainty. Suddenly, those jars of dreams stayed half full, the coins gathering dust as plans were put on hold, and families wondered if their adventures would ever happen. The highways to our favorite getaways grew quiet, and the once bustling resort paths echoed with silence. It felt as if someone had pressed pause on our collective wanderlust, freezing our travel dreams in place. Florida, Hawaii, and Las Vegas, icons of American tourism, grew noticeably quieter, their energy dimmed, their streets and beaches nearly empty. Imagine Miami's South Beach, usually alive with music and laughter, now half empty, the sound of waves replacing the buzz of crowds, or a Maui beach where the waves are the loudest sound, and footprints in the sand are few and far between. For those who live and breathe travel, hoteliers, guides, and dreamers alike. It's been a heartbreaking sight, a reminder of how much we cherish connection and discovery. This isn't just about empty hotel rooms or vacant seats on airplanes. It's about people whose lives revolve around the joy of welcoming travelers. The street performer in Vegas, who once drew crowds with every note, now plays to empty sidewalks. The surf instructor in Hawaii, waiting for students who may not come, watching the waves roll in, alone. The small business owner near Disney World, whose shop lights flicker in hope that visitors will one day return. And it's about families like the one from Ohio, now facing new hurdles, rising costs, uncertainty, and changing priorities, that make those dream trips feel further out of reach than ever before. The great travel pause of 2025 has touched everyone, from coast to coast, forcing us all to ask, what happened to our dreams of adventure and where do we go from here? The numbers tell the story. For 8 straight months in 2025, visitor counts have dropped. Florida's tourism fell by 8.8%, a massive loss for a state that runs on visitors. Las Vegas saw an 11.3% drop, dimming the city's famous lights and energy. Fewer people at the tables, fewer cheers at shows, fewer celebrations. Even Hawaii, with its high costs and exclusivity, saw a 5.56% decline. The high price tag, once a draw, now pushes travelers to look elsewhere. This isn't just about 3 hotspots, other states are feeling it too. The hum of airports and the buzz of attractions have quieted. It's a sudden dip, not a slow change, leaving destinations scrambling to understand what went wrong. The travel freefall has everyone worried. What's really behind this dramatic shift in travel habits? Why are so many people choosing to stay home, even as the world opens up again? It's a perfect storm of economic pressures, new rules, and changing desires. The travel industry is facing challenges from every direction, and travelers are feeling the impact in their daily lives. First, everything costs more: airfare, hotels, even gas. Families are forced to make tough choices, and for many, travel is the first thing to go when tightening the budget. The rising cost of living means that vacations, once a yearly tradition, are now a luxury for fewer people. The dream trip to Hawaii or a cross-country adventure feels out of reach when bills pile up and paychecks don't stretch as far. For many, the idea of a big getaway is replaced by staycations or short weekend trips closer to home. New tariffs on goods from Canada and Mexico have created tension, especially since these countries send millions of visitors to the U.S. The uncertainty around border policies and extra costs has made international travel less appealing. Some Canadians now feel unwelcome, choosing to vacation elsewhere. The ripple effect is being felt in hotels, restaurants, and attractions that once relied on these visitors. A potential 10% drop in Canadian visitors could mean millions fewer tourists and billions in lost spending. Local economies that depend on tourism are bracing for a tough season. For states like Florida and Nevada, this is devastating. Businesses that once thrived on out-of-town guests are struggling to stay afloat, and workers worry about their jobs. Meanwhile, traveler preferences are shifting. People are seeking out quieter destinations, looking for meaningful experiences in nature or small towns rather than crowded hotspots. More travelers want authentic, local experiences. Visiting farmers markets, relaxing at quiet beaches, or staying at cozy bed and breakfasts. The days of flocking to theme parks and casinos may be fading. The traditional vacation model is being challenged as people rethink what travel means to them. Uncertainty and new priorities are changing the way we explore. Economic anxiety, new barriers, and shifting desires are pushing travelers to reconsider their plans. Many are waiting for a sense of stability before booking their next trip. Florida, Hawaii, and Las Vegas are caught in the middle of this new travel landscape, uncertain about what the future holds as travelers weigh their options and redefine what it means to get away. When visitor numbers fall, it's not just a statistic. It's real people's lives that are affected in countless ways, often in ways that aren't immediately visible. The ripple effect of empty streets and shuttered attractions reaches far beyond the obvious. In Orlando, Las Vegas, and Honolulu, entire communities depend on tourism. These cities are built around the idea of welcoming guests from all over the world, and their economies thrive on the energy and excitement that visitors bring. Fewer visitors mean fewer jobs for hotel staff, restaurant servers, and tour guides. The people who greet you at the front desk, serve your meals, and show you the sights suddenly find themselves with little to do, and sometimes no work at all. The pain spreads to local farmers who supply fresh food, laundry services that keep linens clean, musicians who play for crowds, and shop owners who rely on steady foot traffic. Every link in the chain feels the strain. A quiet season can mean the difference between survival and closing for good. For many small businesses, even a few slow months can be devastating, forcing them to make tough choices about their future. The stress and uncertainty weigh heavily, replacing excitement with anxiety. Workers worry about paying bills, supporting families, and what tomorrow might bring. Residents take pride in sharing their home, but when the energy fades, a sense of loss sets in. The streets feel emptier, and the community spirit is tested as people long for the return of visitors. The very identity of these places is tied to being welcoming destinations. When the crowds disappear, it's as if a part of the city's soul goes missing too. Travelers feel the change too. Favorite restaurants closed, the magic diminished. The places they dreamed of visiting seem less alive, and the experiences they hoped for are suddenly out of reach. For those who cancel plans, there's disappointment and frustration. Months of anticipation vanish in an instant, replaced by uncertainty and longing for what could have been. A family vacation is a bright spot on the calendar. Losing it is a genuine loss. Memories that could have been made are put on hold, and the excitement of travel is replaced by waiting and hoping for better days. The human cost of this downturn is immense, affecting both hosts and guests. Behind every closed door and empty street, there are stories of resilience, hope, and the longing for the return of brighter days. Florida isn't waiting for things to improve. It's fighting back with the Visit Florida campaign. The campaign celebrates everything Florida offers, from sugar sand beaches to theme park magic. Special deals and packages make trips more affordable, easing the financial burden. The campaign also spotlights vibrant cities and diverse culture, inviting travelers to explore beyond the usual. Florida's leaders are rolling out the welcome mat with renewed energy, signaling the state is open for business. It's a powerful first step toward reigniting the Sunshine Spark. Hawaii and Las Vegas are also crafting their comebacks. Hawaii's Endless Adventure campaign invites visitors to connect with the land, culture, and spirit of adventure. It highlights authentic experiences, surfing with locals, exploring rainforests, Community projects. Hawaii is attracting a new type of visitor and encouraging sustainable tourism. Las Vegas is refreshing its Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas campaign, showcasing live shows, sports, celebrity chef restaurants, bundled packages and creative deals make trips more accessible. Both destinations are using their unique strengths to invite travelers back. They're not waiting, they're actively reminding us why we love them. The challenges of 2025 remind us that travel is a gift, not a guarantee. Empty beaches and quiet casinos show how fragile tourism can be, but there's opportunity for renewal. Destinations are rediscovering their identities and finding new ways to connect. Comeback campaigns are more than marketing, they're a promise to welcome us back. As travelers, our choices matter. Every trip is a vote of confidence in these communities. Maybe it's finally booking that family trip, or exploring a new side of a familiar place. Our wanderlust powers these destinations. And now, more than ever, they need us. Let's not let the pause become a full stop. Florida, Hawaii, and Las Vegas are some of the most exciting chapters in the world's story. Let's help write their next chapter, a story of resilience and comeback.